I think the best way to get us started tonight with this kind of unique approach would be to take a look at an example of some of this creative work you're pioneering for students and teachers. So could you lead us in a little bit to the video you brought with you?
Oh yeah, this is some work I did with the Folger Shakespeare Library at McKinley High School in Washington, D.C. We were working at the Folger on performance-based approaches to teaching Shakespeare, and we wanted to correlate that with trends in technology, audio production. So we worked with some kids in McKinley High School on producing a Macbeth audio, and this is a movie, a little video clip of that work.
Okay, great. Let's watch that.
Kids are becoming simultaneous consumers and creators of digital media. Remixes, copy and pastes, mashups. It's really entering the way they communicate. What this workshop does is show them how to do it effectively, legally, and ethically, using the material of others, but putting them together in original and creative and compelling ways.
What we're going to do is we're going to read the scene from the play, stay with Shakespeare's language, then we're going to remix music and sound effects to make a real audio play.
Shakespeare was made to be edited. He edited himself on the spot.
The scene is Macbeth has sort of his plan to take over the kingdom. He has to kill a few people first. So he's got these murderers doing it. Have 3 volunteers just to read this through. Cool, okay, 1, 2, 3.
But who did bid thee join with us?
Macbeth.
He needs not our mistrust, since he delivers our offices and what we have to do.
Good job, you guys had it down pat. Now we're going to need some sound effects though, right? Now what we're going to do is we're going to do footsteps, but the way you're going to do it is you're going to crunch potato chips as if they're footsteps, all right? Well, use 2 hands like you got 2 feet. That was good. I just want to show you how the track's looking now, all right?
Macbeth.
He needs not our mistrust, since he delivers our offices and what we have to do to the direction of justice.
Now we need some horses. I need 2 volunteers for some horses. Okay, now choose 2 weapons here. Your coconuts. See if you can make a horse sound. Okay.
It's not even about the technology. I think it's just more about adapting a willingness to give up more control to the students and have them create.
You guys can work in your groups of 3, and I'll come around and help you out one-on-one. To do the first scene of Macbeth, where the 3 witches sort of set the tone of the whole play. You're going to record the witches' lines. We'll go over them right now.
It always surprises me because kids take it in directions I never anticipated before.
When shall we 3 meet again in thunder, lightning, or rain?
When the hurburly's done, when the battle's lost and won.
You also have some sounds for the 2 lines. Now, traditionally, Gray Malkin has been a cat, but you could have it anything you want. I have a whole bunch of sounds for you to choose from.
Like, what is this right here? What's that sound effect right there? Let me see.
Okay, that's a possibility. So you could choose anything you want for these sound effects. And then you're going to have to pick a background track, too. And your group of 3 are going to have to record the witches, just like you guys did.
That will be ere the set of sun. Where are the plays?
Fair is foul and foul is fair. Hoover through the fog and filthy air.
You guys are perfectionists. You should have been recording that.
The performance-based techniques of Shakespeare, the audio editing software, all the sort of fun and mystery of Foley artists, and final products that really kids really respond to. It was sort of a match made in heaven.
As teenagers, I think that it helps us to listen than read. I don't know. It's just something with me.
Like reading, when you're like just reading like words on a piece of paper, it doesn't really catch your attention. Whereas though when you hear somebody's voice, you're like, oh.
You just point them in the right direction, and they're leading the way.
I love that clip. I love seeing the students engaged and all the learning that was going on. And quite frankly, I love your manner with the kids. getting this little glimpse into this, the recording and the remixing and the sound effects. I'm curious how many people are going to run out and buy coconuts later. But getting this glimpse into this world that you created with these students and their level of engagement. I know all these activities correspond to a unit in your book, Student-Powered Podcasting. Can you explain for us what inspired you to write this podcasting book?
Yeah, I was doing some work with an online high school, and we were sitting around, and we kind of thought, what if we hit the reset button on the English class and could start from scratch? This was 2006. In 2006, what kind of activities would really engage students, teach them traditional literacies as well as 21st century literacies, and it could be done inexpensively, like something that had low barriers to entry, and podcasting just came up with it. And then the units were developed for that course, and I taught it 3 times to ninth graders. But then I also used it as examples in teacher education classes that I was teaching, and I kind of perfected and researched and improved them all throughout the 3 runs of the course. And actually, we're going to run it again in January for New Jersey East School. Again, what I was doing, I was playing around with audio editing and podcasting myself, and I was thinking of, things like audio tours or interviews or media reviews or, like you saw, Foley sound effects. Could be a lot of fun for kids. And when they're reading, writing, and rehearsing and speaking, that could, they learn a lot of traditional skills. And then when they're editing, remixing, appropriating, and, working for a real audience, they learn using a lot of 21st century skills. So that's where it came from.
And you said that magic word that keeps appearing. All the pioneering creative guests that we have in the ISTE Eduverse shows always end up talking about things being fun. And I think time and time again we have to realize that we need to connect playfulness and creativity and fun back to the learning.